Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be just looking at crosshairs and different types of colors for your crosshairs, so let's get straight into it. Do you guys struggle with finding the perfect crosshair that best suits you? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the top 10 best crosshairs in Valorant that will give you aimbot. Keep watching to find out. Now, I know a lot of you are wondering, are crosshairs really that important? The answer is yes. One of the reasons why it's important to have a great crosshair is because your crosshair helps reduce distractions and helps you focus more easily on your target. So having a crosshair that better suits you will help you get easier kills. When you use the default crosshair, it's too distracting and big, it moves around a lot. You just won't be able to hit your shots as good as you'd be able to with a custom crosshair that better suits you. So I'm going to start going through my top 10 favorite crosshairs. Number 1. This is my main crosshair. I'm not sure if anyone pro uses this, but I use this all the time. It's one of my favorite crosshairs. It's so small and simple. This crosshair really helps me in a lot of comp games, hit really nice shots, get clean shots, headshots as well most of the time. It's just a very good crosshair overall. It's not too big, it's not too small. I think it's probably the perfect size. The settings for this crosshair are outlines off, color green, movement off, firing arrow off, outer lines off, and it's 1420. Second crosshair we have, I know that Tens loves to use it a lot. I'm not sure if he still uses this. I know he switches between two. It definitely is one of my favorites. I used to constantly use this crosshair when I first started playing. So the settings for this are cyan, the color cyan, outlines on, 1-1, inner lines on, 1-4-1-3, everything else off. Movement, firing, fixing area, everything off. So that's that. Third crosshair we're going to look at is this one. It's like a circle, miniature circle one. I feel like this is for specific people. I don't really use it that often, but it is very nice. These are the settings for this crosshair. Color green, everything else off, especially outer lines, everything off. Inner lines, 1-1-3-1. Now let's hop into number 4. We've got this dot. This is probably, if this wasn't my main, the first one, this would be my main. It's one of the best crosshairs. Okay, it's like a little dot with an outline, a white dot with an outline. It's so easy to hit your shots with this, guys. I would recommend this especially for new people and new players. It just helps you see your enemies better, clearer, and you can just see their heads perfectly, especially with the crosshair. So the settings for this: outlines on, 1-1, inner lines on, 0-1-1-0, everything else off. Okay, so that's the settings for that one. You can also customize the colors if you want, depending on how you like your crosshair. Next crosshair, number 5. This one. Now honestly, I'm not sure where I found this one. I can't really remember, but it's also another famous one that I've seen many times. It's just very nice, very small, very simple. It's just very clean. Outlines on for this one, 1-1, everything else off. Inner lines on, 1-2-1-2. So that's the settings for that one. Number 6. This one as well is really good, but it's just a bit small, so if you don't have good eyesight, I wouldn't recommend using this. But it's really good as well, just to see the enemy's head, and it's very precise, which I really like. So the settings for this one: green, outlines off, inner lines on, 1-2-1-0, everything else off. Number 7, Ethos. Now for those of you who watch Ethos, he's one of my favorite YouTubers and Valorant players. He uses this crosshair a lot when he plays Yoru, which I find so satisfying. So I would recommend using this as well for any players that like the circle looking ones. So the settings for this are white, outlines off, inner lines on, 1-1-4-2, everything else off. So those are the settings for that one. Again, I recommend this for anyone who likes the circle look. And it is pretty small, but also not too small, so it is very good. Now we've got Tarek's crosshair. I love this crosshair also. It's big, but it's not too big to the point where you can't see their head. I find it really, really good to use. Okay, so the settings for this one: outlines off, inner lines on, 1-6-2-2, everything else off. Tarek's also recently joined Sentinels, so I recommend using this crosshair just because, you know, he's playing pro players and he's also a content creator for Sentinels now. So I recommend using this one as well if you like this type of look. Next we've got Tens 2. Now I know this is one that Tens also uses. I think this is more of a recent crosshair, so if you guys really like Tens, like we all know he's one of the best players in the world at Valorant, and it has a very simple look, so it's really good. So if you want to check out the settings with this one: color cyan, outlines off, inner lines 1-4-2-2, everything else off. I recommend this one as well, like very highly, just because it's very simple. It's like, I think, the perfect size, not too big, not too small. Next crosshair we're looking at is Sinatra's one. Now you guys will notice that this one is similar to Ten's one, the one I showed you at the start. It is kind of similar except the length is shorter. The settings for this crosshair: outlines on 1 1, everything else off except for inner lines. Inner lines are 1 3 1 3. So these are the best crosshairs I'd recommend. They're nothing too flashy, nothing crazy like the flowers or the diamonds. I think this is like the perfect set for crosshairs. I'll leave the crosshair codes also in the description for you guys if you guys want to copy and import it. I'll now teach you guys how to copy and import crosshairs straight into Valorant so you don't need to type in all the codes. For those of you who don't know how to import crosshair codes into Valorant, this is for you. What you do is you find the crosshair code that you like, you highlight that, and you press copy. So what you guys do then is you come over here to Crosshair in your settings and you click this and you want to import profile. So paste your profile code here, Control V to paste and then import. Okay. Okay, and then it says imported profile and here you go. So this is Tense's Crosshair, which is the one I just showed you guys before. So that is exactly how you import crosshair codes into Valorant. Now for those of you who want to learn how to use custom crosshair colors in Valorant, I'm going to leave this website in the description for you guys. But also I'm just going to quickly give you guys the codes here. So we've got all these custom crosshair codes, okay? Now for you guys, if you want to learn how to also import this, what you do is you just highlight the number, copy, head back into Valorant, go to Crosshair, custom, and what you do is you just Control V, highlight, delete, and Control V, enter. And you guys will notice that the crosshair color will change. Let's do that with one more color. Let's try navy blue. Copy that, custom, we'll highlight that, Control V, enter, and you'll get this nice deep royal blue color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy different crosshair color codes into the description so you guys can just highlight and paste as easily as you can. Please subscribe to the channel to help support me and like and comment with any different ideas or suggestions that you have for another video. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye for now.